Oh man, what an amazing run of form that we've had. I honestly think we might have a chance of promotion this season. Just kidding. We're somewhere comfortable mid-table after winning a couple games and then tying a bunch of games and then losing a couple of games. It's the status quo, but I scared you, didn't I? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode number 49. So close to half a century of episodes. It's crazy to think that I've been doing this for this long period of time, but here we are. And here we are. I will tell you, after I left you last time, or you left me, depending upon who you ask, these relationship things can be a bit complicated. We ended up going on a nice little tear, winning 3 consecutive games, and I thought this could be the start of something. And it was. It was the start of a run of 6 games where we haven't won a single game. But I will tell you that these 3 wins, the 9 games that are here, 9 games that are here, I mean, those are 3 games that are here, 3 games that are here, 9 and 9 points. 18 points towards our survival. So this has been a really, really interesting, good run of form that we've had over the last couple of games. Now, that being said, obviously, more recently, we've not done so well, and I was really disappointed. We had 3 consecutive home games, 3 consecutive sellouts, and we could just manage 2 points from that, albeit they're all very, very close run things, and draws still earn points, so I really can't complain about where we are in terms of the standings, considering where we were supposed to be, which is down here to the bottom. We've got 34 points. And 34 points is something to be really, really proud of. We're just simply 9 points out of the promotion playoff spots, and we're 8 points from the very bottom of the spots that are above the relegation zone. So we're kind of smack dab right in the middle of the table, which is probably where we should be based on our merit. If I go and look at the squad and just in terms of the goals being scored, like I said, it has been by committee this year, but John Kearns has really made the step up to the Sky Bet Championship and potted home 13 goals in 23 starts. Yeah, that's how that works. 23 starts. But you see lots of players that are there with 6, 5, 4 goals that have really contributed to the squad. So very pleased with what I've seen so far from this team. Obviously, we need to make some improvements over the course of the summer. We need to make some improvements now. I do need some more outside backs. That's one thing I've noticed over the course of the year is that sometimes my outside backs will be really good. Sometimes they'll be absolute garbage. It just really depends on the game. Speaking of the games, we've got 2 big ones today that I'm going to show you. We are going to be at home against Hull City in the FA Cup 3rd round, so we had that draw. Hull City is who we were playing, who are dead last in the Premier League, so maybe we could take advantage of that poor run of form. They did sack their manager not too long ago, so maybe this is an opportunity for us to really get into this. And then away against one of the more tougher opponents, Wolverhampton Wanderers, who we did beat 5-2 earlier on in the season. We are in the back half of the season, so we're just kind of ramping things up, maybe just trying to get to the end of the season and just see how things turn out for us as we continue to move forward. This is going to be our starting lineup for this game. So Birch is going to be in goal. Defensively, we're looking at Babatunde Aleshe on left back. Center backs are going to be Catherine Ryan and Sue Perkins, and our right back is Alice Levine. Our center midfielders are Tim Vine, Paul Chowdhury. Our wingers are Aaron Chen and Azam Chowdhury. And then John Kearns and May Martin will be up top trying to score some goals for us today. We will continue with the balanced mentality, as that has kind of been what's been the up and down performance. Like I said, it's been getting us points. I don't expect to win every game, but getting us points is what's going to keep us in the Sky Bet Championship. And that's exactly our goal for the end of the season. So we're going to go ahead to this match and cross our fingers and hope we can get something from today. It would be nice to pick up a victory and manage to make ourselves into the 4th round of the FA Cup, something that we've never been before. So, let's put an end to this bad form and let's have faith in our players and, let's go win today. As I said before, it'd be really nice to end up getting into that 4th round of the FA Cup. I'd really like an away tie against a really big club, really help clear out some of the debts that we have. Our debts aren't terrible, but as we've continued to move up, we've continued to sell more tickets, but certainly not enough tickets to accommodate the salary increase that is necessary in order to be successful at this level. So it's been an interesting turn of events to see what we can and can't do in terms of our finances, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see how things turn out. Kearns, I thought he might have been a bit off sides there, but turns out he was just on, and a good save made by the Hull keeper keeps this 0-0. We do get a corner out of it. Alice Levine's going to take it, and nobody can get on the head of it or get a head on it, whichever you prefer. Words complicated. Anyways, that ends the highlight. But as I was saying, being able to kind of clean up our finances a little bit is something we need to kind of start looking into, whether that be maybe increasing our stadium a little bit, maybe giving ourselves an opportunity to attract more fans to our stadium. We are selling out literally every single game that we have at the moment. So being able to find a way to sell more tickets would be really, really nice. Chowdhury, God, we've had so many good opportunities at the very beginning of this game, and we have missed on so many good chances. It could very easily be 2-0 at this moment. But as we kind of mentioned before, a team is against Hull in and of itself is going to be difficult because one little mistake, as I was just saying, one little mistake, and that ends up in the back of the net because we just cannot compete at this level. If we execute our chances and play well defensively, we can succeed. But all it takes for them, all it takes is for a team that's better than us, is just one opportunity, and that's all it took. Nobody decided to defend. Nobody came out and defended that ball, and ends up at the back of the net very easily. And Hull take a 1-0 lead despite one shot on target. You can be frustrated all you want. We're obviously punching well above our weight in this league, and well above our weight playing against teams in the Premier League. We just have to kind of roll with the punches as best we can. But see, that by Stu Perkins is absolutely awful, and almost an identical goal as to what was scored the first time. Luckily, it ends up being deflected or stopped. I don't remember which, but regardless, those are two fantastic opportunities for Hull, and one of them begs to go missing. Could be easily 2-0 at the moment. Chowdhury in the box, but it's taken down. It will be a penalty. Hopefully, we can score this and get up 1-1. But like I said, we've been really stretching our luck lately in terms of just what we've been doing, and that's a nice goal by John Kearns, making it 1-1, putting us right back into this game. We've been stretching our luck. I mean, let's be realistic about our expectations here. We should not be in this league with this team. And the fact that we're doing as well as we are doing, the fact that we are successful every now and then, sometimes you have to take those bad matches with it. And, a penalty here and there kind of puts us in some good position here. Levine into the box. Can't get much on it. Perkins over the top of the net. That will be a goal kick for Hull. Can't say we haven't had our opportunities today, as we've been thoroughly dominant, getting most of the scoring opportunities. But as I mentioned before, all it takes is one, and they're right back into this game. That's beautiful. Unfortunately, Aaron Chen misses. Oh, it ends up being deflected. I couldn't tell. Maybe that is a maybe that was a save. It was really, really hard to tell. It didn't look like a save for me, but you never know. Levine tries to get the ball into the box, ends up being cleared out by Hull back to Aleshe, and that ends up ending the highlight. Like I said, you got to say we've had our opportunities this game. Could easily be 3-1, really either direction. If we look at some of the highlights that we've had here, Levine again from a corner. Somebody tries to get ahead of the ball, cannot do it. Catherine Ryan, another good save by their keeper, Iverson. Hey, their keepers played a fantastic game today. Made some really, really good stops. But again, it just shows the difference in level here. We've had opportunities, we just can't execute. And that really does show the difference between the levels that we are at. Is we get those opportunities, but execution is so important. They get one opportunity and score. We have 4 or 5 and can only get one past the keeper. So need to maybe think about that and look at that as we continue to try to grow our team and try to develop them for the future here. Stu Perkins ends up getting a really interesting tackle there. I would say it's a nasty tackle, but nothing was called there. Chen to Kearns, and nobody can make anything of that. But it gets back out to Levine, who ends up getting to Chowdhury. Assam Chowdhury, and scores. Is he on? He is, and it's 2-1 Chesham. Can't say that we don't deserve to be up at this point in time, but a very lucky, fortunate turn of events here. Levine with a good ball in here, gets it to Paul Chowdhury. Assam Chowdhury checks and gets back just onside and beats Iverson. And unlucky for Hull City because Iverson's played a fantastic game here. It does say it's a tight offside. Wasn't really 100% sure if he's on. It's close, but I think he is on. I can't remember which line's the good line, the blue line or the yellow line. Regardless, it's 2-1 to the good guys heading into the break. Very pleased with what I've seen so far. Good with the number of shots on target. I mean, we've played a really, really good game. Yellow card. Gosh, that makes me nervous. Yeah, Laura Daniel can come on. Other than that, maybe May Martin here in about 10 or 15 minutes into the second half. But overall, like I said, this has been a really, really good game for us. We've been very dominant, had many shots on target, and have limited Hull to the one opportunity. Unfortunately, that one opportunity ended up in the back of the net. But if we can hold things out here again, an FA Cup 4th round tie would be very, very much warranted and very, very good for us as we continue to move forward and try to think about our finances. I'm going to go ahead and put the pause on here. And let's get some substitutions in as we have about 30 minutes left until stoppage time. May Martin's going to come off and Emma City's going to come on. We're going to switch that up with Kearns to put him in a little more familiar position. He does have a goal today, so does Assam Chowdhury. We're going to keep on. Paul Chowdhury's played a really good game as well. I don't see any need to really make any other substitutions. Maybe here in just a little bit when we start getting some players that are a little bit fatigued, but that will do for now. And again, if we can get to the last 20 minutes of the game, we'll start that clock winding down mentality and really try to give ourselves the best opportunity to win this. Hull City have had very few opportunities so far the second half, as we've had really no highlights at all. And again, no reason to really bring anybody. Oh, gosh. Fatigue players always scares me, but I also don't want to bring players on that are absolute garbage. So McNally can come on. Oh, jeez. Unless they're like, oh, Aleshe or Levine are super, super tired. I'm not going to replace them. Aaron Chen. Let's get Luke McGregor on, who's done quite well in some of the games that we've played in so far. We got about 20 minutes left in this game. It is still 2-1 Chesham United as we try to run this out. Aleshe is going to end up with the throw and gets it to McGregor. Aleshe to Joanne McNally, who gets the ball back to Aleshe to McGregor. Finds the ball in the box. Emma City scores. A shot goal. It's 3-1. Could this be the breakthrough we're looking for in order to get ourselves to the 4th round of the FA Cup? Oh my goodness. What a great job here. Just very nice, very patient by Aleshe. Gets it to McNally. McNally back to Aleshe. Just heads the ball to McGregor. McGregor takes all the time in the world. And very similar to the first Hull goal that was scored, Emma City just takes a step back from the box and just kind of guides the ball home. And it's 3-1. And we don't want to count our chickens yet. There's still 10 minutes left in the game, but Hull City now have a highlight in the offensive zone, but we do intercept. Gets the ball to Paul Chowdhury. Chowdhury back to Aleshe, who has the assist from the last goal. Gets it to Joanne McNally. McNally works into the box. Unfortunately, it's stolen by Hull City, and they will retain possession. And Iverson now looking to move the ball up the field. Gets it to, but Paul Chowdhury intercepts and moves the ball to Kearns. Kearns back to Asim Chowdhury. Over to John Kearns, who finds Luke McGregor. Luke McGregor is looking for somebody to peel off. Can't find anybody, but gets the ball over to Alice Levine. Levine into the central midfield. It ends up getting taken away by Hull City, and they break on the counterattack here. And again, we need to make sure we watch out because Hull City can get themselves right back into this game with a goal, and they score. Excellent job by getting the ball in a very good goal-scoring position. Pitt, not sure if Pitt's their central midfielder, but a very great opportunity for Pitt to strike the ball and just kind of guides it into the corner there, and we're back down to a 1-goal lead here. Good, really well-placed shot there. Birchhead was going to have real difficulty getting to that. But it's a good goal for them. And, oh, gosh. Oh. I paused just a second too soon. Are they going to score? Probably. God dang it. Seriously. I mean, what kind of goal is that? That is so poor. I mean, near post. Nobody even tries. Nobody even tries. And ends up in the back of the net. And 2 quick goals here. We are on the back foot. Yeah, complain all you want. I mean, seriously, God. It's frustrating because this has happened so often. Is we've taken the lead and just blown it. And that's not what I like to see happen. Oh, City, oh. Good opportunity there off the post. Unfortunately, could not get the rebound. It's still 3-3. We're going to head into some stoppage time here. 2 minutes in, we can get something going here. Free kick in, gets headed out. Luke McGregor looking to try to get something into the box here. Can. Unfortunately, it's cleared out. Perkins ends up getting it. Tries to find someone in the middle. Gets it to Paul Chowdhury. Back to Sue Perkins, who finds Aleshe. And we're just kind of taking our time here, trying to find something open here. Aleshe down the right-hand side. Clears the ball into the box. City can't find anybody, and Hull City are going to break. And this is not what you want to see towards the end of a game here. Are you kidding me? I mean, seriously, you're up 3-1. You're up 3-1 with less than 10 minutes left in the game. You go and blow the whole thing. I mean, how awful do you have to be? Things are going to get thrown. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Terrible, terrible performance. And it's not the first time that that's happened. And I don't know what I can do to make sure that we seal this game other than we keep playing the way we play. I'm not making any silly substitutions for no reason whatsoever. And I'm telling the team to waste time. But I go back and look at the schedule. This game right here, Bristol City, 3-3. Guess what we were up by? Yeah, 3-0. Blow the lead. Up 3-1. Blow the lead. You're not going to win anything if you keep doing stupid stuff like that. We'll see you against Wolverhampton in just a moment. Let's continue this depressing episode by moving forward and taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are currently second in the league, and we're taking them on away. So surely this will be another team where we will succeed very early on in the first 70 minutes and be up by 3 goals and then manage to blow it all in the last 20 minutes because that's what we do. All right, here's our lineup here. Chen, let's get Luke McGregor on. I want a little bit different, something a little spicy. Apparently Luke McGregor is going to be that. So let's submit this team. Let's get this going. Sorry, it's so frustrating to lose goals, to lose games like that when you're in the lead, you're feeling good, and then you blow it. I mean, that's sports for you, you know? No game's won until the end of the game, but when you put yourself out there and you do such a good job for 3/4 of the game, and then all it takes is 10, 15 minutes, and it just absolutely self-destructs and implodes on yourself. You get frustrated. Lovely. We have an injury already. Paul Chowdhury. Let's get Joanne McNally on. I never liked Paul Chowdhury anyways. In this game, Paul Chowdhury, great chap. Great chap. Met him in person. Not entirely true, but let's see what we got going on here. Luke McGregor gets the ball to Kearns. Joanne McNally might have been offside. Nope, guess not. It was just a good opportunity and a save that was made by the Wolverhampton keeper. We did beat this team 5-2 last year, albeit we were up 2-0, and then we did manage to lose that lead, but instead of imploding at the end of the game, I think we ended up scoring 3 goals in like the last 7 minutes of the game, so it was an incredibly close affair. And we're down 1-0. Because we can't play defense. It was a fine Wolverhampton Wanderers move. No, it was a poor move on our part. This cross comes in. Lopez is going to deflect that back to the box with the back of his head. I think it was just poor defending on our part, but regardless, we're down 1-0. Seems to be the theme for this season is, we're losing. We're used to it. This is a position. This is right where we want them. We want them to be in the lead, thinking that they're going to be successful, and then, bam, we score 3 goals and then blow it in the final 2 minutes. I think it just shows that we need a revamp. I think we have a good team. I just don't think we have a team that's going to be very competitive against the better teams at this level. And that's hard to say because the teams that are better at this level play in the Premier League. They're getting parachute payments that are millions and millions of dollars. Like I said, survival in this league I think is going to really help our bottom line. At least I hope it does. We'll just have to wait and see how that ends up affecting our wage budget and affecting our transfer budget. And that's a stupid penalty. It shouldn't have been a penalty at all. He fell down, and so we're going to be down 2-0 heading into halftime unless Desiree Birch does what Desiree Birch does. Nah. I got to give credit, though. Desiree Birch has done a great job making saves on penalties so far this season. It just isn't in the cards today. And again, we're playing Wolverhampton, so what can you do? We're down 2-0. Nobody's doing anything today. I could throw water bottles around all I want. Nothing's going to happen. So, Asim Chowdhury. Let's get somebody on who's competent. Yeah, I mean, what can I do? Maybe it's the mentality. Maybe the balanced mentality is just not the way to go anymore. It just seems like I'll change it and then we'll be good for a couple games and then I go back or we keep it there and then all of a sudden we just go on a losing streak, and that's kind of where we're at right now is we just cannot buy a win. I mean, like I said, draws are okay, but ever so slightly, the bottom's going to start creeping up. Those bottom teams that get a win every now and then are going to start creeping up, and we've got to do everything we can to make sure that we stay afloat this season. That is our number one goal, and it would be nice if Aaron Chen's number one goal was not to turn the freaking ball over when you have possession and you're running towards the opponent. All you have to do is keep the ball away from them. It's not that difficult. But apparently it is. I mean, they've got players that are in the $30, $40 million range, and that's more than our entire team. What can you expect? We're down 3-0. I don't know. I don't want to see the highlight. I want to absolutely berate this team. Why are you garbage? Why are you playing like crap today? I mean, they've only had 3 shots on target. All 3 of them have been in the back of the net. And you take away that penalty, it isn't a terrible performance. Again, it goes back to execution. It goes back to finishing. They get an opportunity, they're going to score. We get an opportunity, we've got to take 3, 4, 5 chances to just manage to get the ball into the back of the net. that's the difference in the teams at this level. It's not that we don't have the opportunity to create chances. We do, and we've done so. We've done so in many games so far this season. Haven't really done so in this one, but in many games this season, we've done a fantastic job. It's just that when they get an opportunity, they're going to score. When we get an opportunity, we might score. So, like this opportunity right here, John Kearns, left-hand side here. Now, John Kearns nobody's just passing the ball today. Nobody's finding feet at all. We're just immediately turning the ball over. And we're going to suffer because of that. Same thing there. Luke McGregor, John Kearns, that ends up in the back of the net for Wolverhampton. It doesn't end up in the back of the net for us. Not because of unfairness. It's just because they're a better team. And I think we just need to kind of, eat crow, maybe is the right term. We just need to take a step back and think about what we are. I'd like to take a step forward and think about what we can be, but that's tough. Kearns now with the ball, gets it to Joanne McNally in an excellent position and scores 3-1. Nice little consolidation goal there. A good opportunity to kind of get ourselves into the game. Shows us just a little bit of what we can do. Right place, right time, right day. We can score goals, and we can be successful. But eliminating mistakes is hard, especially when you have very little room for error. And that's kind of my reflection on the season so far is little room for error. We can score goals. We can do well. But, man, we've got to play the perfect game. And that's hard to do against some of these teams. So, down 3-1. It could be worse. Could be a lot worse. But a loss is a loss. And we'll see where that leaves us in the league. Again, you got to be a little bit frustrated by that result here. Yeah, I'm pretty angry. I'm pretty upset. I'm guessing 16th place. 14th. 14th place. Again, 50 points is our goal. We've got some time to get there. We've got 19 games left in the season. I think we can reach that target, but oh gosh, injuries. Love it. Yes, 7 without a win. I don't need to be reminded of how much we suck. Okay? Thank you for that. Oh, this streak is just poor. What am I looking like? A B? I'll take a B. Supporters probably aren't going to be quite a B+. Okay, fine. God, I thought it'd be miles below that, but I think a couple more episodes this season. We'll just kind of see how things turn out. Probably down here, Millwall, Reading, Coventry City. I don't know. I just want to play some games, try to work our way through the season. At this point in time, we can kind of be in a position of whether we're going to be fighting off relegation or where we're going to be kind of mid-table-ish. I should know by this point in time where we're going to be, or at least be able to show you where we're going to be. So that being said, hope you enjoyed that. A little frustrating for a couple of reasons, but I gave you some insight, and hopefully you did enjoy that. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more Taskmaster FC content. We're trying to take this ragtag bunch of Taskmaster contestants and get every single one of them up to the Premier League. And we'll see what happens. I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.